At the time of Jesus, Israel was ruled by the Romans. The Romans are known to be prolific writers of events of the day, yet there are no known contemporary writings about Jesus.
I mean, if he was able to feed 5,000 people with a couple of fish and a few loaves of bread, one would expect this to be headline news, or at least mentioned in some of the writings of the Romans, which were there.
It's true. We have not one single document from the first century mentioning Jesus. The earliest New Testament manuscript we have, and it's just a little scrap, it's called P52. And it dates from around 125. And that's the earliest thing we have. You know, you don't really get anything more complete until the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th centuries. So in between is a gap of at least 100 to 200 years. What was filled in, what was taken out from that tradition, we don't know. Because I'm one to argue you cannot reconstruct the text of the New Testament, the original text.
What you would need to secure a historical Jesus would be contemporary references in letters, such as we have about other figures like the cynic Peregrinus or the sage Apollonius of Tyana or various exorcists, where we happen to have letters where people said, I met this guy, he's not so bad, and so forth. We just don't have that about Jesus.
I don't think the Romans knew anything about him and cared anything about him. He was a troublemaker and they got rid of him, and that was that.
The first thing we know about Jesus comes from the Apostle Paul, possibly written in the 50s or early 60s.
These are the earliest writings that we have about Jesus.